we're going to do something a little different this morning. We got to start out with a workout, and here's why. Because I heard that after you become a Christian and you decide to follow Jesus, that there's a struggle that happens. We're going to talk about that. It's a spiritual battle, and we got to get prepared for that. So I was thinking, how do I get prepared for battle? I got to get strong. Okay? So I think we just got to start with the workout. So what I do, you guys do at home. See if you could go as long as me. And then I think we'll be more prepared for the battle, okay? So ready? Let's start with 10 jumping jacks. Are you guys ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You got to get your body warm. I'm not the best at this, so just follow me. All right, let's do some jogging. Jogging, please. Just keep going till I'm done. Till I'm tired. We won't do it too long. It's hot in here. But we got to get strong. We got to start somewhere. Okay? So then what I brought, what really gets me strong from what I hear is weights. So I brought my weights from my garage. And if you don't have weights, you could use water bottles or grab a shoe. It doesn't matter as long as you're lifting something. Okay, ready? Let's do 5. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys feel stronger yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, you guys think we're ready? You think we're ready for the battle? I got to tell you something, we're not. And here's why. Because the Bible talks about a battle, but it's not a physical battle, it's a spiritual battle. And there's a verse in the Bible that talks about what makes us strong. And the first thing you need to know about the battle that we're in is that our strength comes from God. That's the first thing we're going to learn today, okay? So here's our verse. It's Ephesians 6:10, and it says, "Finally, be strong in the Lord and His mighty power." Got the verse up here? That's what we want to remember. Be strong in the Lord. There's nothing we can do that's going to make us strong enough to win the battle. We always need God, right? So today we want to learn for the battle, our strength comes from God. That's the most important thing. We can't win the battle without God. Now the next couple weeks we're going to talk about the battle. We're going to talk about our enemy. We're going to talk about what we could do, the things we need that God gives us to help us fight in the battle. But it's not like a physical battle, like you'd go fist fight somebody. It's a spiritual battle. And if it's a spiritual battle, that means our strength comes from God. And that's what we're going to talk about for the next couple of weeks. So I want you guys to remember that, to be strong in the Lord. That's what our lesson is today. And to help us remember that, I want us to make something to keep at home, to remind us. We use dumbbells today. You guys are going to make one. What you're going to need is 2 paper plates. I have little ones. You could use big ones, whatever you guys have at home. You're going to need a pen and a marker. Some tape. Now, for the center of the dumbbell, I already made one. For the center, I actually have some cool straws that I had to buy a while ago, so that's what I'm going to use. But you could use a stick. You could just go get a stick from outside. You could use a paper towel holder or a toilet paper holder. Whatever you have, you could use. If you have nothing, go outside and find a stick. Pause me, go find a stick, and come back. Okay? So what we want to remember is that our strength comes from God. This obviously isn't going to be very heavy. It's just a reminder that our strength comes from God, that we're to be strong in the Lord. Okay, so we're going to make a dumbbell. What you're going to do first is you're going to take the dumbbell, and on the side that kind of goes out a little bit, that's the side we're going to write on, so the bottom of the plate. On the first plate, you're going to write, "Be strong." Just like up there, be strong. Hopefully you can see this. I'll try to hold it closer. Okay, there's our first plate. It says, be strong. And who does our strength come from? We have to be strong in the Lord. So on the second plate, we're going to write, in the Lord. Just like it is right here, in the Lord. You could use any marker you want. I have styrofoam plates, so I used a permanent marker just because it'll stick better. If you have paper plates, you could use any marker or pen, anything you have. You can even use a pencil. Alright, so the second one's going to look something like this. In the Lord. Be strong in the Lord. Those are our dumbbells. It's what we want to remember. After you're done with that, you're going to take a pin and you're just going to poke a hole right in the middle of the plate. You want to make it kind of big so the whatever you have will go through. I might have to adjust it a little bit. And then the same on the second plate. So it's going to look something like this. You're going to have holes right in the middle. Okay, and then you're going to take your stick, whatever it is you have, and you're going to stick the plate through. And then you'll do it on the other side. Okay, now it might stay like this, and if it does, that's awesome. Sometimes they wobble. If you don't care, you could leave it. Be strong in the Lord. Be strong in the Lord. So what I did on mine, you don't have to do this, but I made mine a little bit more sturdy. I added some tape. So what I did is I set it down like this. You might have to put it back up. It'll fall. Grab some tape. And you're just going to tape the straw to the plate. Doesn't have to be perfect. You just need a little bit. And then I did the same thing on the other side. You might need some help. You could grab a sister or a brother or a friend or a parent or a grandma who's ever with you. So you could do that. And then on the outside, I just took one piece of tape. And I just taped it over the straw. Taped it onto the plate. It just makes it a little more sturdy. But you don't have to do this part if you don't want to, or if you don't have tape. Okay, so here's mine. This is my dumbbell to remind me. Most important thing, first thing we need to learn in the battle is that we need to be strong in the Lord. We're going to talk about how to do that in the next couple of weeks. But first thing, memorize this week. Tell yourself it at home. Be strong in the Lord. Put these in your room, wherever you use them, that will help you remember it, that we need to be strong in the Lord. It's not anything we could do. God gives us the strength to win the battle. We're going to talk about the battle. We're going to talk about our enemy. We're going to talk about what we need to win the battle against the enemy. But we can't do it without God, okay? So tune in next week and we'll talk more about it. Next week we're going to talk about who the enemy is. Who is our enemy in the battle. And I'm going to bring back my dumbbells and see if you guys can remember who we get our strength from, okay? All right, I had fun with you guys today. I hope you had fun too. Don't forget to tune in on Tuesday at 6 for another fun lesson and some games with Abby. And I'll see you guys next week.